match 2 of the gold medal match. Fabien LAMIRAULT against KYUNGMOOK, and he may be 51, but he's still a threat. He has something along the lines of 12 or 13 Paralympic medals.
Incredible, really, and a lot of them gold.
It is 12. I just thought I'd better count them again just to make sure. 4 gold and 2 silver, and of those 4 golds, 2 in team and 2 in singles. And he may not be the favourite here, but he knows how to beat the Frenchman.
Yes, he does. They've met on 12 occasions, and Kim actually leads their head-to-head 8-4. But the last 2 meetings were won by LAMIRAULT, in particular the last one last year in 2015. That was at the Beirut Open, and it was a relatively comfortable win for the Frenchman. 11-8, 11-3, 11-6. Before that, it was at the 2014 World Championships, and that was 4 games to LAMIRAULT. But before then, it was Kim who dictated most of the proceedings. He won the matches in 2013, 2012, and 2011. So he certainly knows how to beat this man, and he will be able to play with a bit more freedom. You know, no pressure. Not expected to do so today, of course. LAMIRAULT taking the gold in the singles.
Of course, LAMIRAULT 15 years younger, and I guess it will start to take a toll. LAMIRAULT, well, at 36, perhaps not the new kid on the block, but the man to beat with the gold, of course, here in the singles.
And here's the world #1 in the class 2.
Yes, 7 above KYUNGMOOK.
And all of that experience, I'm sure he'll use right here, Kim. I thought he was a little stronger in the doubles than his partner Cha as well. Made a couple of errors. LAMIRAULT looking pretty cool, calm and collected, and of course would have been greatly helped by winning that pressurized singles match to take the gold. So, you know, he's already done it. It was his first ever gold that he's won at Paralympic Games. He won silver in the team event in 2012, as well as a bronze in the singles 4 years ago.
Yeah, and a double gold medalist in the World Championships as well. So used to being on the top step of the podium. Well, both these men are really.
But LAMIRAULT is the man to beat in class 2 para table tennis. But Kim has done it before.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised they're taking 2 minutes to warm up, because they only just finished the doubles. But
I thought they are ready to go, and it's been a bit stagnant, hasn't it? There's been a lot of errors, a bit of mind games going on. A few looks of frustration from LAMIRAULT. Funny here, they've barely had a rally over 3 shots yet. I bet you once we get into the match, we'll be seeing rallies of 20 and 30.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I mean, once they get going, they might be a little bit more conservative in their shot selection, shall we say. They're just trying to get themselves a little bit loose.
So you do wonder whether there's a few mind games going on there in terms of frustrate the other to not warm up one shot in particular.
Very cynical man.
Never.
Underway then in this first singles match of the gold medal tie. And Korea needing to win it to stay in with a chance of taking gold. And obviously, we saw the doubles. Now the singles, a little bit more freedom around the table for these two.
Interesting there, Kim opening up the court early on in the rally. So he clearly feels he can take on LAMIRAULT. It's not been the best of starts, though, I have to say, for Kim. 2 unforced errors. LAMIRAULT with a healthy advantage already.
Trademark 3 bounces. He has occasionally lost the ball into the table, trying to do that.
Yeah, important for the players to get into a rhythm. If you like your tennis, you know that before they serve. It's the same for wheelchair table tennis players.
The one thing that isn't quite so annoying with table tennis, I'm just waiting for this point to go through, is that they only have the one ball for the whole of the match. It's just the one ball, so there's none of this checking a ball and chucking it back and having three in your pocket. Just the one ball. It only ever gets changed if there's a chip or a crack in it. And they're made out of plastic nowadays. Used to be made out of acetate, but there's a bit of a fire hazard. So the plastic balls are absolutely fine, but they do are a little bit more susceptible to chipping or a crack. So occasionally you will see them changed. 5-1 come to at the moment for LAMIRAULT.
That's the difficult shot there, when someone hits down the back of the ball to then try and apply topspin to it. You're going against the grain and against the spin, so it can often lead to an error.
Clever little serve, that one. Just caught KYUNGMOOK by surprise. Just takes a moment to compose himself. That's the serve now.
Oh, yes.
Delicate, really delicate. This is one of those really hypercharged rallies, but look at this. Look at the placement there. It was just a little tap back over the net. No spin to speak of.
Yeah, just angling the bat.
And that one is long this time. Just a little reminder from Kim as to what he can do and why he has such a big trophy cabinet. Looking for the winner down the line on the backhand. Couldn't find it. Korean still hanging in there. Much more in the game now. Losing the serve, LAMIRAULT.
Yeah, second backhand he's missed as well into the net. A couple of times now, struggling to deal with the spin that Kim is putting on the ball. I'm sure we'll see the Korean go to that wing again with the backspin. Went there straight away, and again, he's able to win the point. A bit of frustration for the world number one.
4 straight points for the Korean. Goes the chant from the French again, trying to urge their man on.
Oh,
got lucky. Little apology straight away. Well, you say you got lucky. You aim for there every time if you thought you could hit it.
it's great to see how positive Kim is being, though. Again, he was the one bossing the point, and as you say, maybe got a little bit of luck there, LAMIRAULT, in terms of the fact that he was on the back foot, able to steal the point. That's another brilliant shot down the middle.
Swerving into the body. There we are. We do have some Korean support in amongst the Brazilians. Yeah.
And the French.
And there are a few French behind the players. It's a good atmosphere here. Really good.
Got a little side spin on the ball there from LAMIRAULT. He's been a little more consistent than Kim at this opening game. He's certainly been in it.
Just feel the French has just got a bit too much in reserve. He's crossing himself there, though.
He's still missing with the backhand, and again into the net. For the 4th time that that's happened in this game, and Kim closing the deficit to just the 1 point.
Not been ahead in this game, but he's threatening to do it at the sharp end.
Gets himself back level. As I say, he's been the aggressor. He's been the one looking to open the table up.
Frenchman has the serve though, and that is an advantage. Well, how about that? From 5 points down, he comes back and right at the death, nicks a game point.
Yeah, that's his experience showing there. He didn't panic, did he, at all? Stuck to his game plan. And he's played the more exuberant table tennis. I don't think anyone would begrudge him if he was able to steal this opening game.
Net cord didn't help, but LAMIRAULT able to press home the advantage. 10 apiece.
Relief on his face here. This could have gone either way.
That was a good shot though, into the body, and really deep on the table as well.
It's a bit of a tentative rally though from both players. Feeling the pressure.
Just spun away from him. Went for the big forehand, and it wasn't there to be had. Second game point to Kim. Well, what an angle. What a point.
Come up with the goods at game point down. That's a lovely 1-2 punch from Kim.
Of course, he has the serve, and he's looking to get the game point, and then, of course, he alternate past 10 points, so he has to get past this man's serve.
Oh, another scintillating rally. How about this man's nerve? 3 times now he's had to save a game point, and this wasn't a bad point at all from Kim. Deep into the table, but the reaction's spot on from LAMIRAULT.
Carbon copy of how it's been going all the way through. We're up to 10 minutes now in this first game. It looked to be easy for the Frenchman at 7-2. He hasn't had a game point. This man's had 4, and this is the 4th. Oh, and it's long. And you can see that body language of the Frenchman. Couldn't quite believe that he hasn't taken that first game.
Oh, Kim turning back the clock, hasn't he? It was an absolutely quality game from the Korean, especially when you consider he was 5 points down. Playing some sumptuous table tennis. And takes the opening game by 14 points to 12.
Well, what will happen in this second game? LAMIRAULT looked to be cruising in the first and was overhauled.
I have to give Kim so much credit there that he was the aggressor, he was the one who really took the game to the Frenchman. I just wonder now whether the world number 1 will come out of his shell a little. I think he was a little too tentative. He was expecting, I think, Kim to play not as well as that. And maybe he'll look to try and be a little more dynamic earlier on in the rallies and take the initiative back. But as I mentioned before, in their head-to-head, it's Kim who's won 8 of their previous 12 meetings.
Kim crisp in that exchange as well.
What a serve that is. Kim certainly didn't pick that one. Such variation on his serve. We've seen him, dink ones short. We've seen him hit the backspin on the ball. And that time, accelerating the pace and almost playing a bit of topspin on it.
Yeah, the fast, low serve, so difficult to deal with. And there's one back again.
Oh. Everything's going for this man at the moment.
Oh, and it's long again. Did ever so well to get the forehand from Kim back, but couldn't do it a second time. Really long. Good recovery from LAMIRAULT, but was already a little bit out of position. And now he's in a spot of bother and drops the ball as well.
Interesting that he elected to try and play that with the backhand. He should have taken it on the forehand side.
Well, a lot of time, I think they're natural. They've obviously played backhand, but this inside-out backhand as they come around is sometimes easier to play and a more natural shot. Certainly in the wheelchair version of Paralympic table tennis.
So they sometimes just misjudge the spin.
Yeah.
There on that occasion,
keeps going away.
Yeah, it keeps going away, and it's a clever shot from Kim.
He's in the driving seat here, Kim.
He gets better and better. Fully deserving of the first game, and 5-1 up in the second. And well, the gold medalist from the singles competition in real trouble.
Now, I just wonder whether the coach will call a timeout here, or whether we'll just wait to see what happens in the second game.
Barely put a foot wrong. Able to get on top of the ball.
It's great watching Kim rehearse the shot, the little internal monologue he's obviously having, little nods to himself, really focused on this game. Great return of serve from LAMIRAULT, deep into the corner.
And remember, it was Kim who turned around the first game. And he was 5 points down. It's at the turn of the Frenchman to come back in this game.
Well, that looked like a winner all the way from Kim, and what a return from LAMIRAULT.
Still Kim who's being the aggressor. Look at that.
Great forehand. Should have been a winner.
LAMIRAULT was able to read it and react.
She found their voice again.
And it's 4 points in a row. You wondered whether they needed to call the timeout. Didn't look like it. LAMIRAULT sorting it all out himself.
I reckon if it had gone 6-1, they'd have called him in. But just wait and see what happens. And
he's responded.
Yeah, it certainly has.
First time in a while he's had some momentum, but Kim, as I say, unfazed. He won 4 golds at Paralympic Games without having a superb temperament.
Beautifully constructed point from LAMIRAULT.
Oh, so much topspin on the ball. That last shot, really kicking it off the table.
Oh, backhand that was. Wasn't far above the net and it flew into the corner.
Any opportunity he is getting to swing at the ball, he's taking, Kim. It's a really aggressive, positive match from the 51-year-old.
Oh yes, slapped from that upright backhand. Into the corner and into the lead. That's a real waste. He tried the fast, flat serve, trying to surprise Kim, LAMIRAULT, like LAMIRAULT surprised Kim.
For a while, isn't it, from Kim?
Yeah.
You know, he's been playing some fine table tennis to really put this man under pressure. But there's that quick serve again. Excellent shot placement, deep into the table, and this time unable to hang with it.
LAMIRAULT just with his nose in front here.
Oh, I think there you go. I got a little lucky. If he meant that shot, that was something special. Angling the bat, maybe he did. No chance for LAMIRAULT. Lovely angle for the Korean,
who has the serve as well, which is obviously an advantage. He has two serves. Can he wrap it up? That's a great point from LAMIRAULT. Attacked early, then reset. And looking, they are as far down the table as possible. Difficult to return from Kim, and it set up a chance for the winner. And a game point for LAMIRAULT.
Didn't blink, did he, Kim? Relentless.
What a great match this is. Really engrossing.
Well, he's got him again with the forehand angle.
And now it's Kim who has a game point. Went for the angle again. This time LAMIRAULT could reach it and dispatched it as well. It's not going to be a short match, that's for sure.
It's entertaining and full of drama.
It's long.
Never afraid to pull the trigger though, is he, Kim?
Thought he could get enough topspin on it, but it's a tricky old shot, so another game point for the Frenchman.
Oh,
it's a bit of a waste from LAMIRAULT. I know how to deal with the spin. He's trying to get a really acute angle on that to wrap it up, but we're back to not quite square one. It's 12 apiece.
Well, that time Kim was able to read the serve. He's a point away from a double game lead. Oh, magical. You can see why he's world #1, can't you? In the pressure situations, he's able to raise his game. But
set up nicely for him, but he still had to dispatch it, and he certainly did. It's a longer game than the first one. Oh dear, trying to get the top spin, overhit it. And he's behind in this game as well, hasn't he? Had the game point, but this is the third for Kim. He needed 4 to wrap up the first game. Can he do it here on his serve? Oh my word. Well, he didn't hit that one at all well, the Frenchman. And he's in all sorts of bother here. Korea and Kim, 2 games to the good.
Des balles là-bas, il faut des balles dans l'extension. D'accord? Bagarre, allez, va chercher le coup, merde. Allez. Et là, quand tu vas dans ce coup droit, elle vient dans ton coup droit. Ne sois pas surpris. Jamais. Quand tu viens là, oui.
Well, a chance to win it in straight games for Kim KYUNGMOOK, and who would have said that at the beginning of this match against the world #1 and the gold medal winner in the singles, Fabien of France. He is going to take his time putting this binding on, I'd suggest.
You just wonder why Kim can produce this sort of table tennis in the singles. He lost in round 1 in the singles. And then that many had a tough quarter-final matchup. In fact, he was knocked out in Group C. It was 2 out of his 3 matches.
Inspired here, though.
Inspired is the word. No one really saw this one coming. I know he's got a better head-to-head record against LAMIRAULT. Wonder with the Frenchman whether it's been a long week, emotionally draining as well as physically draining.
He was very nearly caught out there as well. Didn't quite land as finely as he would like, but into the net from Kim. Bit of a let-off for the Frenchman. Put it past him to win in 3.
Or win in 5, you mean?
Win in 5 with 3.
Yeah.
You're following me eventually. It's been a long and emotional week for me as
Yeah.
well. Seen some great table tennis, both with the wheelchair athletes and those standing athletes as well. Some fabulous games, some fabulous moments, some exquisite shots as well.
And there's one. Angling the bat. And Kim opening up the table there, but LAMIRAULT taking advantage.
Coach likes it. Into the body. Put it back. It was the fast, difficult serve, but LAMIRAULT should have been able to get that back over the net and start the rally.
And again, it's the backhand that's letting him down. It's a great serve. And one just drifts long for Kim. Just trying to bunt it up the table.
Yeah, not exactly getting the rallies in this third game we had in the first two. Longest stroke counted in at one rally is 6. So it's a slightly different type of game, this one.
Yeah, just to wonder whether LAMIRAULT has decided to be a bit more aggressive, to be more positive off the return, and throw a bit of caution to the wind of the serve, because Kim has been so strong, and he's been the player who's played most of the positive table tennis. And LAMIRAULT looking to snatch the initiative back, and he's made a far better game so far, has a 4-point advantage.
Better from the Frenchman.
He was 7-2 up, wasn't he, in the first game, and lost it.
He's playing differently here. He's happy to get down and dirty and just win ugly in this game. It's not the best one to watch for the neutral, but that's a thing of beauty.
And you have to just say, I mean, Kim's level's been so high, it had to dip at some stage. Still be a game away, even if he does drop this game, of course. And taking this team match up the distance.
And that is long, and that is 7 game points to get a game back, get a foothold in this match. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, that inside-out backhand, however you want to describe it. It's a fabulous thing, and that's a bit more like the world #1 and gold medalist we know. Fabien LAMIRAULT stays in this game. It's 2-1 to Korea in the second match.
Le problème, c'est qu'il faut que tu sois réactif sur les premières balles qui arrivent dans ton couloir, dans le choix, dans le tir. D'accord ? Dès la remise, c'est bien ce que tu as fait. Sécurité, toujours sécurité. Allez.
Game 4 then. Can Kim KYUNGMOOK get himself over the line here? Taking a moment before he is ready.
Well, let's just see if he can find his level again. It certainly dipped in that third game, but that's to be expected. He was playing such good table tennis for the first 2 games. Lamirau also raised his game. What will happen in this 4th game? Fascinating.
There's a statement right at the beginning.
Well, those types of shots were going for winners in the first 2 games. He's played very positively throughout this, Kim. I don't think he's going to change his game at all, because it's got him into this position, but Lamirau with all the momentum.
Took a touch of the net going through. Little apology. But, that group of Kim supporters won't mind too much, looking for their team to be on the top step of the podium.
That's the first point against serve in this 4th game. The thing you feel with Kim is that because of all that experience, being 51, having 4 gold medals in his back pocket, you know, he's not going to get nervous, I think, closing in on the victory. That is a splendid backhand winner. Again, just angling the bat here. There wasn't much of an angle, was there? It was up the middle of the table. What a shot that was.
Oh, that's another one. Oh, Lamirau just have to smile and accept that was outstanding, and it's not the first time in this match he's done that.
You're just brushing around the back of the ball, opening up the face of the bat.
That was nice from Lamirau. You can find the white lines as well.
Not a lot of pattern to this 4th game. Both players struggling to hold serve.
It's as bitty as the 3rd game, really. The first 2 were nice spectacles for us watching on.
Well, that's the 3rd time that Kim has won a point with a delightful angle. Another one off the forehand, and that was brilliant. You think about where the ball bounced for Lamirau's shot.
All the time in the world to get the spin on that for Lamirau.
The amount of times that we've seen him take a deep breath and breathe out. He's clearly feeling nerves and the pressure. As I say, the expectation on his shoulders.
And also bear in mind for these guys in Class 2, and with the amount of movement they have, it's a real effort to get themselves around the table. And so it is exhausting in many respects, but it is what they love to do. And a lot of these athletes suggest they get into table tennis because it is part of rehabilitation. It's an excellent workout, and they take it from there. And next thing they know, they're at the Paralympics.
You also have to wonder the psychological burden as well, though. Playing team tennis, of course, when you're playing singles, you are looking to win for your country, but he'll be desperate not to let down his teammates here, Lamirau, especially because of that expectation. I would have thought he'd be winning all of his singles matches.
That goes long, and he has a little bit of clear water between him and Kim. He's blowing hard as well.
It's been a grueling encounter. Those first 2 games, of course, very long.
And of course, fresh from the doubles as well. That wasn't a short game either. There we go. Once in a while, he'll lose the ball somewhere. And another 3 bounces needed.
That's too good. Maybe 51, but his movement around the table is excellent. Look at that full stretch. Still able to slap it down into the table.
Wild from LAMIRAULT. Didn't get it right. On a spin on the ball over the net. And if you don't read it correctly and hit it absolutely right, that is what happens. It just disappears into the far horizon.
It's another very tight game. And remember, the first 2 games were tight, and it was Kim who came out on top. Made the bigger points that little bit better.
Oh, and that was an unforced error. Still don't rule this out going to 5. But Korea with the serve. And just ahead. He's a wily old boy. And is there going to be a timeout? Looks like there is. And it's the French who have called it.
N'hésite pas à pousser une balle sur corps. Il va pas la toucher.
Crunch time for LAMIRAULT. Meditation time for Kim, he's ready. Taking the time to get ready here, but just about to get back into his 4th game.
Well, that's a big point to win.
Well, it was a great serve, and he hung in there, didn't he, LAMIRAULT?
That's one of the things I find so intriguing with table tennis, the fact you can call a timeout and then you have that gap, that long pause, and you've got to come back to the table and play a huge point like that one.
There's not that much the coaches can say unless they found something they really need to say technically. A lot of it's to do with momentum, just breaking the run.
He nearly made that. It's going to be a match that's decided by the fine margins. LAMIRAULT now 2 points away from taking us to a 5th game.
Kim's been in these situations before, and he is very tenacious. Which way will this one swing? The way of LAMIRAULT at the moment. There's the sizable French fans. There's a sizable French flag as well. 2 points for the game for LAMIRAULT to make it 2 games apiece. Takes his time, doesn't he? And he's done it. Into the net from Kim. And from 2 games down, he has clawed his way back. And we have a decider in this first singles match of this team competition for the gold medal.
Oh, what a timeout called by LAMIRAULT. He was 8-7 down before he called it, and then came back and won the next 4 points. So it will be an 11-point shootout.
Yeah, we did see a situation in one of the medal matches where one of the athletes called the timeout, got to the coach who was there busy going, I didn't call it, I didn't call it. Then the umpire quite rightly said, well, your player did, so get on with it. I'm not sure what she had to say, really. Well, who would call this one? Final game. Someone's got to win it. If he does, the gold medal is France's. If Kim does, we go to a second singles in an absorbing gold medal match that is deserving of this final session in the table tennis here at Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
I don't think too many thought that Kim would cause LAMIRAULT this many problems, but he has, and at one stage there he was 3 points away from victory. You do feel, of course, all the momentum now with the Frenchman, having won the last 2 games.
Yeah, Korea still have the timeout. You can see on the scoreboard indicating the French have taken theirs, and the Koreans will, if it goes to something like 3 or 4-0, rest assured they'll call it.
And that's now 6 points in a row for France. A bit fortunate to win this one. And net really helping out LAMIRAULT.
Net put a bit of backspin on the ball as well, which didn't help. Just dropped and died on the table, really. So, advantage the Frenchman. Oh, he's done it again. I love that shot. Watch it all day. Such touch from him.
It's a winner against anyone, isn't it? There's just no way that's coming back. What a position to put the ball in. Do it with the side spin as well, so it bounces sideways away from the table. Is the pendulum going to swing again?
Well, he hit the first one long onto the table, missed the second shot, LAMIRAULT, and from 2 up, he's now behind.
Taking it all in his stride is Kim. As I say, he's been there and done it so many times, so you do just feel in these types of moments that experience will be invaluable. Talked about 6 points in a row for France. Now it's 4 in a row for Korea. run comes to an end. A fair bit of success with that quick backhand serve.
He is a man of routine, isn't he? Quite understandably getting the chair in the right place every point, and then the 3 bounces for the Frenchman.
And went to the same serve again. 2 swift points in a row. Call this one if you can. It's right in the balance. Nail-biting stuff if he can find his mouth.
Park Jae-hyung, the Korean coach, looking pensive.
Oh, yes. What a shot again. I don't quite know how he finds these angles. This one once more. He's down the middle of the table. Just angles the back, takes it early.
And he knew, you can see it in the slow motion, really see it, that Lamirault's weight was going one way, and it was just quick thinking, wasn't it? I think if Lamirault had been more balanced, it wouldn't have been a winner. Just going to take some time to rebind his bat. I'm not sure he needs to do it, but it will certainly just stop the momentum.
What a couple of forehands from LAMIRAULT. Decided to take the return very late. Put a lot of topspin on it, and look at that, brushing it up the line. Too hot to handle on that occasion for Kim.
Yeah, he just tried to dink it back over Kim, but the spin kicked off the bat, kicked long off the table as well. And that's just a little bit careless from Kim. He knows it as well, frustrated, and there goes the timeout. As soon as the momentum switches, Park Jae-hyung brings his charge back for a minute of reflection and conversation. The French in the stands find their voice. Can Fabien LAMIRAULT find something here to bring his team over the line and to the gold medal? Point ahead with the serve as well. Wins this, France have the gold medal. But fair play to KYUNGMOOK. Great table tennis from the 51-year-old.
Yeah, heavy underdog before this match. World number 8 against the world number 1. That's the last 2 meetings, but remember he leads the head-to-head 8-4. And you can see why. He's caused LAMIRAULT so many problems. And again, we saw the momentum shift last time the timeout was called from the French team. LAMIRAULT won 6 points in a row, and if Kim wins 6 points in a row here, he takes the match to a decider.
Oh, what a textbook shot that was. We haven't seen it much in this tie, have we?
I was about to say, what a time to do it.
As they say in France, allez hop.
nerveless table tennis. To come up with that, it's 6-all in the 5th.
Quite undignified for Kim, having to scramble and still not getting there. But you know what? He's a man who very often has answers. Let's see what he can do here. He got a net cord, that's what happened. He'll be happy to take that.
Oh, it's a devilish serve. A lot of side spin on the ball. And Kim didn't read it. He was clinging on for dear life. LAMIRAULT, relentless hitting though from Kim.
Yeah, tried that little inside out. Around the back. Backhand. Couldn't keep it on the table. And we're back to 8 apiece. Well, you'd be brave to call this one at this point.
Oh!
Yes. Well, there is the apology, but that was what he was trying to do, just keep it wide, keep it wide. And in the end, you can't play those.
It's a match of fine margins, and you just wonder whether it's going to be moments like that that are going to win it for LAMIRAULT. A little bit of luck. There's been so little to separate these two in this magnificent match.
Korean has 2 serves though, so that will have an advantage to him. Oh, it's long. It's long. Well, he was going very deep on his backhand to try and get a lot of spin, LAMIRAULT, hoping to finish it off there. And in the end, Kim stood strong. 9 apiece.
Who's going to have the first match point?
Someone has to at the end of this point, and he's lost the ball again. It's gone somewhere under the table. There we go. I've retrieved it. Goodness me. Drama here. And it is going to be the Korean who has a match point.
He went to his favourite serve, didn't he, LAMIRAULT? But it was read by Kim.
LAMIRAULT still has the serve. He just has to put that out of his mind, play the point, believe in himself. Oh yes, what a shot and what a victory. He withheld the storm from Fabien LAMIRAULT, and in the 5th game he hangs on to beat the Frenchman in an epic encounter.
Well, who'd have thought it? The world #1 downed by the world #8. Kim turning back the clock. That was some special table tennis from the 51-year-old. And we will go to a decider in this team table tennis matchup.
This is the man who, as he called 9th, didn't get past the group stages, who has beaten the gold medalist. Well, that was an astonishing match. And he was behind in that 5th game. LAMIRAULT had a couple of points lead, and it wasn't until he nailed the win that he had a 2-point margin. Talking about timing your run. So that's how it looks, and we go to the second and conclusive singles. Moyen and Chas